It's Cooper Rush season, TJ Jefferson.
Yikes.
I want to get to this with you right now before we bring Joe Thomas out, who is in fact here, but he is not in his lederhosen. It's okay. I'm fine with that. It's a little cold out.
You were a little disappointed.
It is cold out.
It's a little cold
I will
out.
say it is chill.
But I heard this two stories. One is on the news wires. One is not.
Okay.
The one that's on the news wires is that Dak Prescott's hamstring injury is so severe that the hamstring ripped off the bone.
Yeah.
Which
sounds painful.
Well, it sounds painful.
Yeah.
It sounds gruesome, to be quite honest with you, because you usually want your bone in, for your hamstring.
I prefer my wings without bone.
Understood. So Dak Prescott is going to be out for the foreseeable future. It's their first of 2 games against Philadelphia. Then they have a big-time game against the Houston Texans that would love to put this star pelt on their wall. And then after that game, they're at Washington, which would love to just put the star pelt on the wall for their rookie quarterback who has been outstanding. And then there's their Thanksgiving game. And if they IR him in advance of this game, it's possible he misses all those 4. It's not possible. Then he would miss 4 games leading into that Cincinnati game in Week 14. It's getting late early. That's what I read on the newswire. What I did not hear on the newswire, but I heard as soon as I walked into BMW Welt today, is that you have proclaimed that you're off the Dallas Cowboys. Is that true?
Where are you getting your info from?
The man to your left.
Oh, you told him what I said?
Yes, he did tell me this.
Look, here's the deal. I feel as though, Rich, I'm being... half of my identity seems to be a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Of course, yeah.
And
you have a flag at your desk in the studio.
But the fact is, the Cowboys, they're not playing well, and they're losing, and people are starting to associate me with being a loser, and I like to associate myself with winners, all right? I didn't get this far in life hanging out with losers. So every time people want to, I'm getting flowers from Karl Anthony Towns. You know how disrespectful that is?
See, this is what TJ's doing right now. It's very similar to his Price is Right experience, which, as we all know, did not end well.
It ended great.
Is that you're going comedy here instead of actually handling the business at hand, which is... Are you off the Dallas Cowboys? After 30 years, you're off the Dallas Cowboys? They've beaten it out of you completely? Is that what you're saying?
Look, when I told Chris this the other day, it came from a place of pain and hurt.
Where was this? Was it in the airport?
No, we were walking down the street.
We were walking down the street, a cold Munich night.
I just had an
walking
epiphany.
and talking.
And I said, you know what, Brockman? I think I don't know what to say. Our quarterback's done.
Yeah.
Our season is essentially done. I'm getting clowned on social media. I'm getting clowned in person. I don't like this. I didn't do anything to deserve the treatment. I'm getting roses from another man, Rich, and they're laughing at me. I don't think that I'm going to make it.
Karl Anthony Towns, I am sure,
he has
a florist on speed dial for this coming Sunday.
Why don't you tell our German fans what happened, just in case they missed it?
I think it's internationally known that Karl Anthony Towns sent you flowers, 44 flowers,
47.
right? 47 flowers. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. It was 47 flowers in Eagles colors because that's how many points the Lions had just beaten the Cowboys with, and just 9 flowers for the Cowboys.
Just 9. That was it.
Because that's how many points they scored against the Lions.
But
seriously, you're done? You've given up? The Cooper Rush, as you know, has performed very well in these very moments.
I mean, he has. I'm also under the point now, maybe we should give that.
There it is. There's the arrangement.
Look at that.
It's a beautiful arrangement. Everybody here in Munich is now jealous.
It really was.
But yes, Cooper Rush has. Let me help you.
5-1 is a career starter.
Great.
Can I help you?
Please help me.
So what is more likely?
That we lose?
Hold on a second.
What's more likely tomorrow?
I understand
Rich?
that. But what is more likely? That Cooper Rush performs well in this situation. Okay. Don't forget, former Panther Jonathan Mingo is now there to catch passes.
Hey, man, that's all we needed was Mingo.
Mingo's in town.
Big addition.
Okay. Mingo was his name-o. And so
all those receivers that we got Mingo?
Listen, in all seriousness, Cooper Rush has performed well in the past.
Yes, he has.
In these situations, to the point that we have gotten into stupid conversations nationally. I may not have made it internationally, but we have gotten into stupid conversations that Dak Prescott isn't the better quarterback and Cooper Rush should wind up getting the full-time job when Dak comes back healthy. Mm-hmm. Which a $60 million a year contract now has made completely moot.
Yeah.
But do we see Cooper Rush perform well enough over these next 3 games to give the Cowboys a shot when Dak Prescott comes back. Okay, I'm not going to say that it's going to be one of those conversations. Give him a shot when he comes back, or this season is over.
Let me look at the schedule here, Rich.
I just gave you the schedule.
I know.
The next 3 games.
Got to reprocess.
Philadelphia.
Okay.
Philadelphia at home.
That's a win.
Okay. Oh my God.
Houston's a win in Washington. I'm back on.
There we go.
I'm back.
Dude, you're
just
going
like
over.
that.
The season's over. Dak's not coming back at all this year.
It's rush time. It's rush time. All right.
Why would Dak come back?
Because if Cooper Rush goes 2-2 and they're 5-7,
there's a.
I will be stunned.
Honestly, Thanksgiving they play well enough. They win one of the next 2 at home. They lose at Washington. They go 2-2. They're 5-7 with 5 more to go. They sweep them with Dak coming back. They feel good about themselves. And they got 10 wins and they go, and that's the storybook.
No chance.
I like the way you think.
I'm just trying to say that's possible.
All right, Super Bowl's back on. You talked me into.
I don't think it's possible.
Rich is.
I don't think it's likely. How does that sound?
Yeah.
What's more?
I don't think so. But
what's more likely?
I feel, how about this? That outside of the nation's water's edge, you can give up on the Cowboys. But once you return to the United States of America, you have to be back on America's team.
So international, I'm fine.
International waters, certain rules, certain laws don't apply.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
So I'm just saying.
That's true. That's a very good
But
point.
outside of the water's edge,
I've got to.
You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
But when you get back to the United States, you're back on the Cowboys. And by the time you get back to the United States, you will have already known whether the Cowboys have lost to the Eagles or not.
That's a good point because we're going to beat the Eagles, and then I'm going to get back on the bandwagon.
If they beat the Eagles,
it's going to be great.
If they beat the Eagles,
I'll wear lederhosen.
No, as you know,
back in studio.
I definitely know the number of a good New York City florist.
Oh, please. Oh, yeah.
Well, Susie will know one as well. We'll hook you up.
Oh, man, it's going to be glorious.
Oh, yeah.
It's rush season,
and
Rich.
Send it straight. And here's what you do: send it straight to Madison Square Garden. So he waits, and we have
it's
the
waiting
Knicks.
for him when
we have
he
the
walks
Knicks
in.
have the floral arrangement sitting right in his locker.
No, you know what you do?
No, when he
do it in
walks
front of Hart. And by the way, and Hart knows about it, and
yes.
Brunson knows about it because Kat mentioned it on their podcast.
I'm internationally known.
You buy time on the Jumbotron, so during a timeout, you troll him during the game.
I might need Joe Thomas to loan me a few bucks.
I don't know if we can do
to
that
be able to pay for
Dolan
that.
will know where it's coming from.
That's true.
And my name's Mud.
You're facially recognized to not be allowed.
I still got in the Sphere in Vegas.
Zone 4, Rich.
But don't talk about it. It's like Fight Club. Don't talk about it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.